how to become spiritually and physically untouchable. If people are after your life, do this immediately. If somebody has promised to deal with you, stop them like this before they stop you. This world we are living in is one wicked world where we must pay attention to all signals, all threats, and all comments. And when we refuse to do so, it will be at our own peril. Most of the times, many people that have passed on in this earth did not die a natural death. It's actually because somebody have masterminded somewhere to get rid of that person, and that is it. Like recently, somebody was killed in a kind of my location. They say the man was doing another business before, selling parts, was not doing well. Suddenly he switched over to tomato business, and that tomato started doing very well for him. And before you know it, early in the morning, hire killers come and point gun in his head, and that was the end of that man. Apart from that, another woman selling flour, not even a big deal, in a particular street, and because she was doing well, she was killed. And then with many other issues. But I want to tell you one thing: before anything happens to you to an extent, you have a guardian angel. Either your guardian angel reveals it, or somebody somehow will get that information, or you will see it in your dream. Most of the time, the problem we have is that when we see such, we will not do anything about it. We will not do much, and at the end of the day, it will just go like that, and before you know it, that thing will now happen. Believe me, God has given us everything in this earth that we need to survive with. We are not meant to die like chicken when God is there to fight for us. That is why the Bible actually said, Psalm 144 verse 1, that blessed is the Lord who teacheth my hands to war and my finger to do battle. You must put your finger into battle. You must put your hand into battle if you actually want to succeed and come out of the caprices and wicked plans of the enemies. So if only you can follow me to the end of today's video, I will tell you what to do immediately to silence any enemy that actually want to take away your life, that actually don't want you to enjoy and fulfill your destiny in this earth. So welcome once again to Jenny Action TV. In this particular channel, I discuss 3 important variables which are actually health, safety, and spirituality. If you can understand and apply these 3 correctly in your life, the sky will not be your limit. It becomes your starting point. If this is the very first time you're landing in this channel, you're highly welcome. Please do well to hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification so that YouTube will always notify you once I upload a new video. For my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always stopping by. For my new timers, if you're looking for any video, just go through the search button and type Jenny Action TV / the keyword of the video you're looking for. For example, cleansing. For example, untouchable. You will see the videos I've made on how to become untouchable. You watch and get some values. So let's delve into the video. Now, if you are such a person that somebody is after your life, or you are getting revelations of untimely death, on one way or the other, you are sure that the ground is not level. Maybe so you are dragging land with somebody, and maybe you know that this person is diabolical, is ready to do anything to get rid of you under this planet Earth. And then, in order to take that particular thing, please do this immediately. Go to the market and buy a new knife. New knife that you have never ever used before. When you buy that new knife, get me an onions. So after you have gotten onions, get your alligator pepper that you have opened for spiritual use. Now, when you have finished everything you are doing in the night, you are about to sleep. This is what you do. You get that knife and use it to pray and say, oh God, that the same way when you wanted to deliver the children of Israelite, you asked Moses, what is it you have in your hand? And Moses now told you that he have the rod he got from Egypt, and you make that rod a miracle rod and use it to deliver him. That behold, this is my own miracle rod. That this is what I have as a point of contact. That behold, this so person that has promised to deal with me, or that behold, this revelation that is instantly coming on my head against death. Or you know how you get that feeling, because before you start doing such strong spiritual work like this, you must have gotten your evidence. So you connect that evidence you have gotten, that not I don't have any other weapon to fight, but this is my weapon, that use it. I'm calling my guardian angel to use it as a point of contact to fight for me. When you have done that, you now use it to cut these onions open, red onions. When you cut it open, you begin to rub it in that knife. You begin to rub it on every nook and cranny of that knife. Begin to rub it in both sides of the knife and begin to pray that, oh God, I begin to pray that any man or woman planning to make my family shed tears because of me, or planning to make anybody to shed tears in this family, that I am returning that tears to them. That so long as when I cutting these onions, it makes tears to come out of my eyes, that so shall that person have that tears, that I shift every tears that is being planned for me to my enemy. Meanwhile, when you are doing this, make sure you get out 21 seed of alligator pepper and put it in your mouth and be chewing when you are making this prayer. Because one thing about alligator pepper is that it helps to make your a kind of a manifestation to be very, very certain. It helps to empower your spiritual work. So you are using that alligator pepper because it's a spirit. It doesn't go on a shameful journey to make sure that your prayer comes to pass. You begin to chew it. That as this alligator pepper is peppering me in my mouth, so shall that person feel pepper, so shall that person not have peace, so shall that person be cut off from this earth if he plans to cut me off. That whatsoever is it that he has planned to do, let it go back to him 7 times, let it go back to her 7 times. That person is the one that knows. If that person don't want to die, if that person don't want to end in shame and reproach, the person should not sponsor reproach in another person's life. The person should not plan another person's death. So what you are doing is, if the person planned death, but if the person did not plan death, the person will not die. So you now pray that you are sending back to the sender exact thing that person is planning to do to you. Then when you are praying fervently as it is in your a kind of heart, then carry this particular knife and drop it at your head. Let's say you are lying down to sleep, then drop it at your head. It doesn't need to touch you. You can even drop it a kind of down where your bed, but let it be at the head. You are the place to place your head. You drop it down there, and then take that alligator pepper you have a kind of shoe, spit it at the 4 edges of your room. Go to sleep. Leave this knife for 7 good days. After 7 days, on the 8th day, go and dig ground and bury it. For those of them that are living in abroad now, that will tell me that they cannot bury, I wouldn't know how you would do this, but the only thing I know is you never use that knife again. It's no longer an ordinary knife. So whether you will tie it and throw it away in the bush, throw it in this incinerator, or hide it where your hand will never reach again in that your house, you know. But that knife is no longer an ordinary knife. It is a spiritual sword that spirits, angel will use to go war for you. So you will never ever use it again. So anyhow you would dispose it not to use it again, do it. And by God's grace, you will wash within 7 days. You will hear news concerning that person, unless that person have not planned to kill you, unless that person have not imagined evil. That is when the person will be free from this type of spell. But if that person have ever imagined evil he will do to you, that same measure that he has a plan for you will come back to him immediately, or come back to her immediately. So with this, I've actually come to the end of today's video, believing that someone has actually found value. If you are one of them, why not give me that thumbs up? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Hit the bell notification so as to get my next upload. Comment on this video, share this video and channel to everyone. You might actually be helping a lot of people. As you do, may God bless you, honor you, and cause you to ride upon the high places of this earth. Still your lady Jenny saying